Here's what you need to know about CataKor NAD supplements, CataKor being the new name for Reus research. By the way, I've been investigating dietary supplement research for over 30 years. I am unbiased. I'm not selling NAD supplements, so do share this video with your friends. So the CataKor supplement that I keep seeing popping up on social media is called CataKor NAD Advanced. CataKor NAD Advanced has these ingredients: 500 milligrams of liposomal NAD, and liposomal is supposed to be better absorbed, so that's presumably why they're using this version. And they also tell us that at least 50% of this is beta NAD. Beta is the form of NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, that's found in all living cells. CataKor NAD Advanced also has 50 milligrams of trans-resveratrol. Trans-resveratrol is the active form of this molecule, which is great. However, resveratrol has been promoted as an anti-aging ingredient for over 30 years, and its track record is less than stellar. Now, switching gears, CataKor also sells a different version called NAD Core. The difference here is that 2 capsules of NAD Core are only giving you 250 milligrams of NAD. From that, you might surmise that CataKor NAD Advanced would be the better way to go. However, keep watching. I have more to say about this. Now, as proof of the quality of CataKor NAD, they do provide this third-party independent tested certificate of analysis. And while I like to see that in supplements, when I look at this certificate of analysis, I can't read the names of the people who signed off on it. Likewise, I don't see the name of the laboratory that did the independent third-party testing. There is, however, this address, which is 1209 North Orange Street in Wilmington, Delaware. However, I don't believe that's where the lab is located. And that's because this address also corresponds to another company that helps businesses register their business. In fact, according to this article from Business Insider, they state that over 300,000 businesses, both America and elsewhere, are registering their business with this address. Now let's take a look at the CataKor website, which, as we can tell from this screenshot I took, it's cata-kors.com. And I thought that was interesting that they put an S in the website name, although the supplement brand itself does not have an S. The contact page on the CataKor website does not have a customer service phone number, but rather there is this email address, contact@catakor.cn, where CN tells us that CataKor is a China-based business. If we delve a little deeper into this, we can see that the CataKor website was registered in March of 2025. That tells us the website was recently created, depending on when you see this video. And remember, CataKor is the new name for Reus research. If we look at the Reus research website, we can see that it was registered in September of 2024, just about 6 months before the CataKor website was registered. Now, what's interesting here is if we go to the Reus research website, we can see that they're not selling NAD supplements. Rather, they're selling a supplement that contains nicotinamide riboside, which is an NAD precursor supplement. And I'll point you to my other videos on that for further details. Speaking of research, what about the research on CataKor NAD? Well, in March of 2025, Niagen Biosciences, formerly Chromadex, looked at and analyzed 21 of the best-selling NAD supplements on the market today, including CataKor. Overall, the results of this analysis were pretty dismal because 60% of the NAD supplements tested had little to no NAD. Here are the brands of NAD supplements that did not pass the analysis. Notice CataKor liposomal NAD is listed at the top. The label indicated it contained 500 milligrams of NAD. However, the analysis stated it had only 327 milligrams. In other words, CataKor NAD only had 60% of the NAD that was listed on the label. But here's the thing about NAD supplements that nobody seems to want to talk about, and that includes the doctors and scientists that promote this stuff on social media. NAD supplements are not the best way to raise NAD. Look at this study, and I'm going to quote the researchers right here. Several studies have found that oral administration of NAD cannot effectively increase the level of NAD in plasma or tissues. Therefore, direct absorption of NAD by cells is believed to be unfeasible. So now you know the truth about NAD supplements. What do you think of all this?